going on, everyone? Welcome back to BMHFAB. We're back out here at the property. As you can see, I got some tools behind me. We got one of the laborer kids up on the tractor running the flail mower, and we're in a section of the property where we believe the previous owners had built a track. There's like a full-blown like racetrack, couple, I think 3 tabletops, some berms. Fairly defined, but it's been well overgrown. We got it trimmed down last year and we haven't really messed with it since last year, so it's overgrown. As you can see, hot mess everywhere. But we're going to be working today. I'm going to start down here with the weed whacker and stuff and just get things trimmed up, and then we're going to be running the tractor around the track with a flail mower, like I said, and getting this thing all cleaned up so we can start riding over here. Alright, so we made some pretty good progress this morning. Got quite a bit done here. Got this berm started. It's not quite at enough angle. I don't know if you can even tell right in here, but there's like a lower pocket creating like kind of a V-notch. I just got the muck bucket put on the machine. I'm gonna come across this whole berm and just kind of scoop out a steeper radius on this bank, so that if you come off the hill up here down, it's got a nice steep curve, and then you pop out of this corner here and shoot back up. Or if you're coming from this way, it'll be a nice curved bank, so you can bank out and just launch up the hill. But flail mowed all the trails. We got a couple of sticks and some branches and a couple random little trees that we need to address inside of the trails, just so nobody runs into them or get jabbed with a tree branch. So but that's my next little project that I'm gonna do here is get this all swooped out and get that done. All right, so if you can kind of tell here, I kind of got a cut out. Like I said, I'm trying to bring this bank up, make it a little bit steeper so it's not so mellow, and that way you can kind of hug this bank as you come across it from that way or from that way. And because we have so much room in this area, we have this little shortcut run here, and we have this spot here too. So what we may end up doing here, and we've already kind of talked about it, is doing like a bank within a bank. Within a bank, I guess. So we're doing 3. So I don't know if we'll do a bank in here. I may cut it out a little bit so you kind of have like a tapered edge. Same thing that we're doing over here. So that way you could do the shortcut run, little shot run to get up the hill quicker. Or, you know, if you're not as skilled and you want to do like a more mellow, and too, it gives us more track options, because we're going to be running pit bikes, dirt bikes, quads, and possibly side-by-sides on this track section here. So like I was saying, have one here, we'll do another one in the middle here, and then you have this far outside one. So I mean, if you really wanted to get some speed and rip up the hill here, you could do it. But again, options. It's kind of nice to have some options. So yeah, that's what we got for now, and I'm gonna keep going on this. So yeah, now it's coming together here. You can can definitely tell what we got going on. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is coming out. Nice solid bank, cool little radius, nice little kick out bump, which will also act as a nice kick, well, a little bump as you come up in, so you can it's kind of almost, it's just a really mellow hit more or less, but yeah, you can kind of pop up into this and then curve out. But yeah, I'm really stoked how this turned out. This is gonna be one of 3, but we're at the end of the day here, so I'm gonna get things wrapped up and we're gonna clean up tools. But kind of a new announcement. Our goal for the end of 2026 is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and if we can do that this year with your guys' help, my plan is to do a cool giveaway, like a big one. We're at the end of our first giveaway with a 1/10 RC crawler, but since we're moving on to doing MX track type stuff, I was kind of thinking maybe a brand new Honda 150. What do you guys think? A Honda 150, SSR came out with some newer bikes that are a little bit bigger too. Maybe we'll do one of those. But I want to hear your input. Let me know what you guys are thinking for a giveaway, and we'll try and make it happen. But again, in order to do that, we need to hit 1,000 subscribers or more, and you guys get to see more of this cool stuff and what we got going on out here. All right, so I'm gonna do a little test run. Gotta show you guys, just to give you a good idea of how this works. And just like that. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to BMHFAB. Another day out here at the property, and we're going to continue working on that track and get some more flail mowing done on the other side of the property where the other track is. I'm gonna get after it here, get some more of this stuff put together, so when the guys get here we can get after it. So I'll see you here shortly when I start working on the track again. Well, spun the track off this thing. Now you kind of got a better idea of our berm. Got the pile of extra shit cleaned up and built up this corner over here. And then I started out this morning, as you can see, peeling off the grass on the road. And I got a couple of little dips that I'll end up shaping out a little bit more, so they're kind of like little baby tabletop / slightly larger whoops kind of deal. And then I'll finish this out so it kind of tapers off into the long stretch of the road there. But getting the woods all cleaned up here. Getting everything thinned out so you can see where you're going. Yeah, it's a nice day out. It's getting some shit done. Alright, so I'm not sure, well maybe you can tell, but I've kind of dug. This is the middle. Again, it's going to be kind of hard to tell because the dirt's all the same color, but right in about there's a mellow, like a little dip. So what I'm trying to create is like, it's basically like two really mellow tabletops back to back. So I'm sitting on the first one with the machine, the middle's gonna be right here, and then that's the second like tabletop. Basically just like a really spread out or long whoop slash tabletop, whatever you want to call it. But basically this is going to be like an uphill long, like the longest straight stretch in this track. And the idea is have this kind of area like a multi-purpose kind of area, in the sense of this can be part of the track when we're racing or ripping around having a good time. And then also we could drag race from down there up here and then have these like slightly mellow little whoops, just to kind of add some little extra fun, little challenge to the uphill drag race or whatever. But it's really coming out super awesome. I'm really stoked. And like I said earlier, or the other day, like I'm not a professional track builder. I'm just kind of going with what I can imagine in my head and what I can do, what I know what I can do with the machine, and it's coming out pretty cool. So got our boy Zach over here. He's gonna get to weed whacking and picking up some more sticks today. And today I'm gonna start working on this inner radius cutout for the like shortcut to get up to the hill here. But like I said yesterday, we got all this done. Got my little whoops. I'm gonna just take a walk up here real quick. Give you a little side view of the dip part. So there's the first one, and there's the second one, and then the third part there. So again, we can always change, modify, maintenance, whatever, do things differently, but this is what we got going for the start of it, just to get things rolling here. But I mean, for the most part, somebody else had already been out here at some point in the past and established like a full track setup. So it made doing this a lot easier, and it's really cool when we found it. Like, it was a huge surprise. So it just makes it easier because we have another track that we started building last summer on the other side of the property. But I mean, we literally had to do so much like brush clearing and cleanup or whatever. And I mean, we got like a couple little kickers, a little unfinished tabletop, and like a circle track or oval track kind of built. It's like a uphill downhill track on the other side, and then mostly on the other side of the property is all wood trail type stuff. So it's like trails up and through the trees, and it's not nearly as defined as this, where we actually have like roadway paths of a trail. So I've been working this area. I pretty much got this bank section defined. Now what I need to do is take my little mini skid over here and I'll run it through here and tighten up the top side of the bank. It's a little bit easier to do it with that because it's lighter, but it doesn't, it's heavy enough that it'll pack it down, kind of like what I did over here, but it's light enough that it's not tearing this up so much like with the bigger excavator. But the idea is come shoot down through here, and if you want to take the little shortcut around, or I mean, I still need to do some cleanup in here. I gotta shape that tabletop up there a little bit too, but there'll be all this corner needs to get trimmed back a little bit so you have like a straighter shot right at that back berm. But once I get to that point, I'll get all this shit cleaned up and we'll get it more defined. But it's kind of what it's looking like right now. But I'll get up in here with that little skid steer and we'll get her all dialed in. Starting to come together, smoothing out. Just got to pack this bank in some more, and then I believe we're getting a few more of those what the hell, there's like a 275 gallon tote. We have a couple of them spread out throughout the property, and one of the things we're doing since we got the warmer weather coming, just to kind of mitigate any fire danger or hazard, we're going to have several 275 gallon totes staged around the property. We have a natural spring up here to fill them all, so the water's free in abundance, and we just got to fill all the totes, and then we'll have water out here so we can water out this bank, water out the track, and this thing too. And I think we're also going to get a tow behind spray trailer to pull behind the four-wheeler, and then we'll set that up with water in it, and then just makes it a little bit easier to get water down. But that's the plan for now. All right, we just got back from lunch, and I figured I'd show you guys the whole track here. This is the first tabletop, or the last one, I guess, depending on which way you come around the track. Tabletop that we're going over. Another berm. I cleaned this up yesterday. And now we're running parallel again with a long section. So I'm gonna call that done for now on this guy, until I get a chance to put a bike on it and see if we need to make any changes. But I think overall it's gonna work out really good. Just a nice quick little cutout. Oh, but yeah, be able to come off through here and then rip up this way. But yeah, came out pretty nice. I'm pretty stoked. But that's what we're looking like now. Man, I can't wait to ride this. Hell yeah.